are?
Chickens.
Chickens. We're going to talk about chickens.
Yay!
Going to talk about chickens?
Yeah!
All right. Who remembers what the red chickens are?
Oh!
What are they?
Rhode Island Reds.
Very good. And what is Rocky?
A rooster.
He is a rooster. Good job.
A Dominique.
He's a Dominique cross. He was one of them that we hatched out. He's a Dominique cross. So,
Rooster.
TJ, what were the first 3 kinds of chickens we got? Or actually, it was 2 kinds, but it was our first 3 chickens.
So you want to do the kinds or the names?
Kinds.
We got the Brahma Buff.
Buff Brahma Standard.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is eggs.
That is eggs. Do you remember what Izzy and Allie were?
No.
Buff Orpingtons.
Buff Orpingtons.
Yep. So we started with Buff Orpingtons and Buff Brahma Standard. Hello, Winter.
Oh, that's Winter.
And then we went from 3 chickens. We bought 18 more. And when second, what is that one?
A chicken.
That is a chicken. Since then, we've hatched some of our own out, so we do have some crosses. Our white one is an Easter egger. That one right there is an Easter egger, Americana, however you want to call it. A lot of what we have are crosses, but the kids love the chickens.
I know where that chicken came from. That chicken came from a classmate.
All right, Miss Faith, what is one thing that you have learned about raising chickens?
They come in many different colors and breeds, and they can even lay different colored eggs, like Easter eggers. They lay blue, green, and even pink eggs.
And what color eggs do we get?
Blue and green.
And the rest of our chickens lay what color?
Brown.
And then our ducks lay white eggs. Yes, so we have a huge variety of colors, don't we? And even the blue and green ones, they're all different shades of blue and green, aren't they? Mm-hmm. It's kind of a mystery of what color egg you're going to get till they start laying, isn't it? It is. But it's fun, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. We have 3 Easter eggers, Winter, Snowflake, and the other one?
Miss Fancy Pants and Buttercup. So we have 4 right now.
Okay.
Gracie Pants?
Yeah.
What is one thing that you've learned about raising chickens?
Eggies.
They lay eggs. And do they lay eggs on the ground?
Only sometimes.
Sometimes. Do they mostly lay eggs in the nesting boxes?
Yeah, but most of the times, them babies. Baby eggs.
They can hatch out for babies, can't they?
Yeah.
And have we used our incubator and hatched out eggs? And right now we have a broody mama, don't we? Is she in there? She's in there.
Hi, little baby mama.
Broody mama. Nope, 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 don't touch her.
No, I want to feed
We
her
don't
the
touch
same.
broody mama, do we?
But I want to feed her this.
Well, we don't feed her the eggs. We take the eggs.
But sometimes it's to them to start.
Sometimes we do give them to the dog, yes. You're right.
If they're broken.
Yes. That was kind of cool if he crowed behind you. Okay, what's one thing that you've learned about raising chickens, Andrew?
Roosters are bigger than hens.
Roosters are bigger than hens, yes. And actually we've got a hen up on the fence, and then there's Fluff Nugget down there. See? Just like that. And look at how big Fluff Nugget is compared to that chicken. Does a very good job. Or compared to that hen, because they're both chickens. Good job, Andrew. Thank you, Fluff Nugget. All right, TJ, what's one thing that you've learned about raising chickens?
They are really easy to take care of.
Really easy to take care of?
Yes. As long as they have somewhere safe to stay, so that nothing like hawks or
Raccoons.
something like that could like just come down. And like what we have in a barn. It doesn't have to be in a barn. It can be in a shed. but as long as they have some little shelter. They do not need heating because they all huddle together. Or if you have a roost, they will stand or whatever they do on that. They're easy to feed. You don't have to have a feeder. I mean, you can just sprinkle it on the ground, sprinkle their food on the ground, or you can put it in feeders like we do.
To go along with what TJ said, raising chickens is very easy. We didn't know anything about raising chickens when we first started, and Mike bought 3 chicks before knowing anything. When they're small, some of the important things is just to make sure that, like, there's no pasty butt. You keep them healthy. You keep them in a safe place. Always keep them in a safe place away from predators. Our chickens do free range, but they come into the coop at night. It's something that we train them to do. We keep them in here for a couple days. They learn that this is their safe place, so at night they come in. We only feed our chickens in the morning. We have our feeders that hang. We feed through the fence right here. We only feed them in the morning, and then to bring them in at night, we sprinkle just a little bit of cracked corn on their bedding, a very little bit. We have about 25 chickens. And they also house with the 10 ducks, and they do get along great with the ducks. The only thing is we did have to move the water out of the coop once we put the ducks in here because the ducks made a huge water mess. The chickens alone didn't really make a water mess, but if your water does leak, it does make the soil kind of gross, and then it does start to stink. So do keep that in mind. Also, 2 things that we have learned is we were doing the deep litter method, but it was with that many, we were up to like almost 50 chickens. With that many chickens, it's a little bit too much. So one thing that we did was we hung this tarp from their roost, and that, collects all their droppings from when they're on the roost. And then we turn around and we use that in the walkways of the garden, or put it in our compost pile and let it go ahead and cook down and stuff like that, and use it, in other areas around the property. The other thing that we have learned, and we are going to change this, we're going to rearrange our coop here soon, and one of the things that we're going to change is our new nesting boxes. When we acquired so many chickens, we added in new nesting boxes, but there's nothing to cover it. And so some of the chickens will get on top and, poop. And so it gets gross. So for your nesting boxes, make sure that there's no way that they can be on top of it, because they'll want to sleep up there and everything else. But really, raising chickens and keeping chickens is really easy. They don't require a lot. Obviously, just fresh water and feed. They love watermelon and cabbage and all sorts of garden goodies too. So you can always throw that in there to help supplement feed if you wish. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The kids absolutely love having the chickens. They're always running around with the chickens, laughing at the chickens. Eggs is our oldest chicken. She's our Buff Brahma Standard, and she's the remaining of the original 3 that we bought. And we call her Miss Grumpy Pants because she's always grumbling about something. But yeah, they're a great companion to have on the farm. We don't eat the chicken eggs because Andrew's allergic, but we sell them to friends. We feed them to the pigs. We feed them to the dog, as Grace said. So we are probably going to downsize our flock just because we don't utilize the eggs enough. But I told Mike, and he agreed, that we will always have chickens on the farm just because it doesn't feel quite like a farm without chickens running around. And they really are the gateway animal. So be prepared for that. If you do decide to get chickens, more will follow. Good morning, eggs.